Holby City's Duval was left shocked tonight. Tonight's Holby City saw a major incident cause havoc for the hospital, with an influx of emergency cases. This meant that scheduled operations were cancelled, including that of Paul Gareth Gannon, Trev Michael Georges. He had been scheduled for an operation on his varicose veins which were causing him a lot of pain. Dom Copeland, David Ames, broke the news to Mr. Gannon that his operation had been postponed again, for the fourth time. Related articles. Mr. Gannon pleaded, "You know this operation has been cancelled 3 times already? The thing is my legs, they're so painful, I can't work." He spoke to Ric Griffin, Kwashi, about it, but got nowhere, thanks to a rush of emergency patients. Eventually, Mr. Gannon returned to the hospital and chained himself to a bed and spoke through a loudspeaker to get his struggles heard. Rick spoke to Mr. Gannon a little later and advised him to go home, but Gareth had plans of his own. Impressed, Zav was shocked by Rick's performance. Pic, BBC. Tragic, Mr. Gannon died after being waited to be seen. Pic, BBC. That's the real Ric Griffin's alright. Serena Campbell. He realized, if someone has an accident or injury, they have to be dealt with first. And with that, he threw himself down the stairs, causing himself to become an emergency patient. He was rushed into theater with a fractured pelvis. However, a stabbing patient took precedent. Tragically, in the time it took to treat the new patient, Mr. Gannon died due to internal injuries. Rick lost his tether and took the loudspeaker, climbing onto some scaffolding outside and speaking to everyone that would listen. Related articles. Fury. Rick was angry that Mr. Gannon was pushed back again. Pic, BBC. Protest. Rick shouted outside the hospital. Pic, ITV. He spoke of his plight at the hospital, mentioning his 3 double shifts that week, his concern that his fatigue would cause him to accidentally kill a patient and other difficulties doctors face. His colleagues were seriously impressed, including Zav Duval, Marcus Griffiths, who asked if Rick was always as outspoken. Smiling, Serena Campbell, Catherine Russell, told him, "That's the real Ric Griffin's alright." Holby City continues next Tuesday at 8 p.m. on BBC One. Related article.